Invincible has returned for its fourth season, and after a very impactful and action-packed finale of season 3, I came into this with high hopes. Coming off the Invincible War and the fight with Conquest, Invincible is coming off an all-time high. I just want to add to this. This is my first series breakdown and the first series on the channel, so if you enjoy, be sure to like and subscribe for more, and comment your thoughts on the vid and what other series I should cover. The first episode starts off with a compilation of scenes with the song If I Get High by Nothing But Thieves in the background, showing Invincible, Oliver, and Eve living their day-to-day lives fighting crime along with the Guardians. The first scene in this is Mark floating in space, which to me feels symbolic. Symbolic of how Mark probably feels not in control and a bit lost and broken after the guilt of the many different versions of him coming to wreak havoc on Earth. He also has these robot parts on his limbs, which to me feels symbolic of the changes he's going through, as well as the damage he's taking. The last scene of the opening shows Mark coming in and destroying some big monster that's attacking. But something to note is the reaction of the people. They aren't Invincible fans and still have a bit of fear in them because of the havoc the other Marks caused. The first lines of dialogue in the season is between Mark and his brother Oliver. The villain, Furnace, was spotted, and Mark was telling his brother, let's go and get him. Oliver, who's considerably bigger since the last time we've seen him, is tired and won't go because he's been fighting crime all day. This shows the amount of work they've been doing in between seasons, but also that Oliver is still a small child despite appearing much older. Then the first iconic Invincible title card.
You're both doing so much. Take a night off.
You don't see the way people look at me out there. So I don't get to be tired or take a night off. And neither does...
The next scene is Cecil going to reestablish the Guardians of the Globe, with Mike from Breaking Bad being their leader.
Up their shocks all sequids within 10 feet, making them drop off anyone they've grabbed. Then hit the civilian with a teleport dart to get them out of there. Lather, rinse, repeat, until...
First change seen in Mark's character is when he nearly kills a villain, which wouldn't be the first time, but in this case, the villain was no longer a threat. Some man that transformed into a dinosaur got under Mark's skin, and after he defeated him, Mark was close to finishing the job. Mark does have guilt for this, and is conflicted. After that, Mark and Eve have an awkward dinner with Eve's parents, and her dad gives him a hard time, but it really doesn't affect Mark and affects Eve more. Mark and Eve's dad talk separately, and Eve's dad blames Mark for his daughter almost dying, hoping to break them apart. The next scene after the dinner reveals the return of, I hope I'm saying this right, the Sequids, along with the new alien coming to Earth looking to take energy from the planet. The new alien, I don't know if she's ever named, but claims her planet is in need of energy and attacks some power plant.
My people are dying without this energy.
Yeah, but you're killing these people to get it. How does that make sense?
Invincible and Adam Eve respond, and in a tough battle they take her down, but during this fight it's revealed that Eve is losing her powers. Not knowing what this might mean, Eve really starts to worry. The Guardians respond to the Sequids threat as they invade the city and take over many civilians. Robot, now known as Rex, bumps head with the new Guardians of the Globe leader Britt, not following his orders, but is rewarded, despite putting himself at risk, is able to save more people. Invincible comes to the aid of the Guardians to deal with the Sequids as the dome they're entrapped starts to weaken. Mark, as the dome is about to break at any moment and the last parasite attached to the human alive, has the decision to make between risking the world and waiting on a safe way to remove the parasite, or ending the life of the host human body, eliminating the threat of the Sequids. Mark makes the season-defining choice by killing the person, sacrificing an innocent human in the process.
I'm sorry.
This definitely sets the tone and established Mark as a changed man. This is an interesting growth from and pretty much unprecedented in the superhero culture. Superheroes usually grow into sparing villains in hopes of redemption. how Mark mentored Oliver not to kill. But in this instant, Mark is realizing that keeping these bad people alive ends up hurting even more people. What makes this scene so crazy and impactful is that the person Mark killed was just an innocent human getting taken control of by the parasite. Mark stands on what he said at the end of season 3, and instead of risking the people he cares about, he'll take a life.
No one else ever puts my family or anyone I love at risk. I won't hesitate to kill them.
Pretty solid season opener. It sets up the show to be a great season. This is a pretty solid season opener. It sets up the season to be a great one. Some other things that happen is Oliver getting a new costume with the Omni-Man logo, which to him, he probably doesn't really understand how crazy that is, but his mom Debbie allows it, and yeah, he's still representing Omni-Man in that way. Also, Debbie moves in with her new boyfriend, which I can't lie, I don't remember who it was, but yeah, that happened. Yeah, me personally, I give the episode a solid 7.8, and I'm looking forward to covering the rest of the season. If you like the video, be sure to subscribe for more. Until next time, peace.